Hey guys, it's Andrew from 510 Books. I'm back. I haven't been making videos regularly, as you probably figured out, although I think this is the fifth or sixth one I've made. I just haven't edited yet. So by the time you get to this video, you will have seen a bunch before it, but I haven't actually filmed one. Excuse me. In a few days, at least. It's Wednesday, September 24th, 2025, and as you can tell, I am in my book and media store. Excuse me. And I wanted to share with you the fairly large quantity of items I got in today between one donation and two buys. So business has been pretty good in the store. Excuse me. It seems to get busier later in the week though than earlier, although Monday has been consistently pretty busy because that's the first day of the week when I put out the new inventory. So as an example, I put out CDs and books on the table here, and then I'll put out DVDs, etc. Put everything out, records, excuse me, video games for the week. So people that are on my newsletter, a part of my newsletter list, whatever, I cannot speak properly. People that are on my email list for my newsletter, plus those that follow my social media, such as Facebook and Instagram, and now TikTok, but it's mostly Instagram and Facebook. Anyway, they see what I post, and then they come down on Monday to buy it before anyone else gets it. So Mondays tend to be a little bit busier in general. Also, I'm continuing to get new people from my various TikTok videos that have gained some traction and have brought in many new customers, which has been great, sort of exposing me to a whole different group of people. And some people will come back, some people won't, some people bring other people. So, it's always a mixed bag, but that's been really good as well. Today, excuse me, I have been, wow. I have been listing a bunch of loose disc lots. I listed a kid's loose disc lot, DVDs, and then what did I do? Another lot of TV shows on DVD, and now for the first time I'm listing a loose lot of Blu-ray discs. This is 300 of them, and looking at the solds on eBay, it looks like people definitely pay up for loose Blu-rays. I'm going to list it pretty high. Again, I've got 300. People are paying close to $1 a disc. I saw a bunch that were like around 100, barely over 100, and they're getting $99 for it. Some of them were free shipping though, so that's true. But nonetheless, I have 300 of them. I'm going to list it pretty high, over $200, and see if it sells. But even if I get $200, I'd be pretty happy because these have been accumulating over a while. And now that I'm getting into larger quantities of Blu-rays, I'm going to be able to accumulate these loose Blu-ray discs, loose Blu-ray lots a lot faster than I have in the past. So that's what I've been doing. I'm going to finish listing that up, and then my plan is to take photographs for not next week, but the week after for my store for new inventory, and then I can start getting into what I got in today. So these 3 bags were one buy that I made. Blu-rays and DVDs, and then these 3 stacks of movies, which are you can see some Blu-rays down there, and then there are a bunch of DVDs. Was another buy between both of those. It was $100 for all of that. One of them, this one here, is from a longtime customer, and then this one is from a brand new customer that is moving and Googled anybody that would buy that stuff, physical media, and found me. And then someone donated a bunch of cassette tapes, now VHS tapes. So with these, I've tried this before to sell these pre-recorded, VHS tapes on eBay, and I got in trouble for it. So I'm not going to do it on eBay. I'm going to see if anybody will buy these locally. There's not a ton of them, but it is pre-recorded stuff. Like as an example, this whole box is the 1988 Olympics. And it's all what do you call it, labeled. So, and there's other stuff too. I'll just sell it all together. But I'm going to try that locally, or I'm going to list it locally and see what happens. Don't know if there will be much interest or not. But I do know that people buy those types of tapes on eBay. I just didn't have success with it. Maybe I just phrased it wrong. But I do see people selling pre-recorded, sold as blanks, etc. VHS tape lots on eBay. So, but I don't want to mess with it. I don't want to get in trouble again. And yeah, so anyway, so those were deposited or left today. He might have more stuff that he's going to bring me next week. So we'll see if he has more tapes. He was saying he had 78 records, like as in 78s, but they were like labeled that they were in Chinese. So very old, but I said, no, that's okay. Nothing much I can do with those. I've gotten to the point where, because I can get inundated with stuff, I try to, or I tell, I make sure that it's something that I can actually do something with, versus I'll just take anything. And for the most part, I do take almost any donation. Just certain things, like I know that I'm not going to do anything with those records. I took these VHS tapes, because I think I can try to sell them locally, or that I can list them locally and that might have some success. I'm already accumulating VHS tapes right now to sell locally, but of course those are different. Those are already, those are movies and whatnot and TV shows. So anyway, I think that's a good idea, to be, to a certain degree, a bit not picky, but just be smart about it, so that you don't end up getting a lot of stuff that just ends up being a lot of work. And that does still happen. People donate books fairly often, and a lot of times they're just not good. They're kind of trashy. They're beat up. They're older. Some of them are really old, like 80 plus years old. Some of them are maybe 40, 50 years old, and it's just too outdated, and so I end up having to toss them because nobody wants those books. And it just ends up being more work. So physical work, right? And I happen to have a dumpster here that I can throw things into. But if you don't have access to something like that and you have to use your own trash can, that can be a pain in the butt. So keep those things in mind. But also, I know if someone's going to be giving me, CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, that I'm going to be able to make money off of them, even if they're not great titles, or if I have if they're duplicates, that I can able to turn those over and not throw them away, but actually make some money and get them to somebody that's actually going to use them. So that's always good. But yeah, so I have been taking a break from videos in general, just because I burnt out. And to be honest, not seeing very many people watching the videos is a bit of a bummer. Even though I did it. I started this whole YouTube thing because I wanted to document my journey and what I was doing, but at the same time, I wanted to be sort of creative. But now it's morphed into not really having the time to be that creative, like editing and different angles, shooting from different angles and that kind of stuff. If I was just posting 1 or 2 videos a week, I might be able to do that. But even now, I just don't really have the time or the energy to put into that. That's why I end up shooting videos in one long take, or maybe a couple different takes, and just putting them together. Nothing fancy, real simple. But I also, of course, wanted to grow a following, grow subscribers, grow a following, make a little money at it as well. But all of those things are kind of wrapped into it. But it is a bit difficult when I'm posting a lot. I just felt like I was posting a lot, but there was very little. Not that some people do comment. That's great. And I know some people watch all my videos, and that's awesome. And that is very rewarding. But posting as much as I did, I just felt like I was posting too much. So I'm not quite sure what what the better scenario is. It might just be posting when I feel like there's something worthy to talk about. Because every single day, well, at least 5 days a week I was posting, and doing that for weeks and weeks, I kind of felt after a while that I was talking about a lot of the same stuff, and my videos aren't that special. Like, you know, you can, aside from ones that have particular themes, like look at this cool thing I sold, or look at this huge donation that I picked up, or, you know, whatever it is, or some other topic. A lot of them just kind of run together, and that's how it felt to me. But let me know if you've watched this video to the end, if you feel the same way, or if I'm crazy. Let me know in the comments. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.